Wait, that's right. We did talk about that. I can't remember most of it, though.
Now, let's have a look at Second Lieutenant Yuito Sumeraki's March of Victory.
Don't bother with the news. The media always does whatever they want. So how was it? Figure anything out?
Yeah. They said it was exhaustion. I have to wait here for a bit for my prescription to be ready.
Council Chairman Joe Sumeraki, slain at the hands of assassin Kasane Randall in the Suo incident. In light of such a dire event, our courageous Second Lieutenant, Yuito Sumeraki.
Hey, if we have time to kill, why not look around the hospital? I didn't get a chance to show you around before.
You're very kind, Hanabi.
Hey, at least it's far better than watching the Crow's propaganda.
Yeah, let's do that. Hold on. That woman looks like she's in trouble. Excuse me, is everything all right?
Oh, sorry. I'm a dud. I just can't see the hospital's vision.
A dud?
Forgive me. I'm inept, so I can't activate the system that responds to powers. Do you know where the neurology department is?
I can show you the way.
People without powers are called duds?
Man, you really were raised with a silver spoon in your mouth. It's because, well, how can I put it? They don't really have much mental ability.
That's a pretty harsh nickname.
It is, but people without powers tend to refer to themselves as duds rather than inept. They probably have an aversion to admitting they have less brain power.
Unable to use powers. That must be so inconvenient.
Yes, I'm sure it is. The town's vision and even Cynet were created with powers in mind.
I've heard that only 0.1% of the population is inept. I really think the government should give more consideration to them.
Apparently at the OSF hospital, they're conducting research on ineptitude and how to cure it. Getting rid of the inept must be a goal for the government.
Duds. Why does that remind me of something?
What's wrong, Hanabi? What's with that face? Well, when I brought that woman to the neurology center, I heard a nurse talking about some bus for urgent patients. Why would they put urgent patients on a bus? A bus? I must have heard wrong. I'm sorry. A bus is here, underground.
Underground? Why would a bus be underneath the hospital? They should make it come to the main entrance. The underground road is a special passage to leave the city.
There's no data on the OSF hospital, which means we have no idea what's going on inside. It wouldn't surprise me if they used an underground road to bring in emergency patients.
Urgent patients? The Ichijo OSF hospital's old building is outside of Suo.
You mean Lokusho City? I heard it was badly attacked by others 10 years ago, that not even ruins are left.
That's right. Did you used to live in Lokusho City?
No. I was born and raised in Suo, because my father was disinherited from the Ichijo's main branch. I only went to Lokusho City every once in a while. But the hospital you were in was the old OSF hospital in Lokusho, right? I even went there to visit you.
Right. When Lokusho was attacked, my mother was killed.
Nagi is on the bus?
What? Nagi?
Yeah. He was filed under missing persons. I might have been mistaken.
Sorry, I can't track him. I'm not allowed access inside the hospital.
All right. Tsugumi, tell us where the bus with Nagi was headed.
I've sent the coordinate data. It's in the direction of the old OSF hospital, in the Lokusho City ruins.
Let's all go. If Nagi is alive, I want to see him and talk to him.
Yeah, we need to make sure that really was Nagi.
So this is the old OSF hospital. I was very young when I stayed here, so I don't remember much about it.
There was nothing left of Locusho. Aren't others only after human brains? Would they destroy the buildings?
Good point. If this building is still being used, maybe they cleaned it up on purpose.
Huh. It sounds like you have some information we aren't aware of.
Right, sorry. I do in fact believe that it's still currently being used. That's why I think it's likely that Nagi was brought here.
Why do you think such an old facility is still being used?
Well, once you get to be in the OSF leadership, you start to learn all sorts of information. I heard that the old hospital was being used for some type of operation several times.
Is he hiding something?
Tsugumi, the bus with Nagi went beneath this facility, right?
Yes, but be careful. There are a lot of areas I can't see through inside. This place is dangerous.
I can't read this place's data either. I won't be able to give you much support. Be careful.
Okay, everyone. Stay on your toes.
Nagi, there's so much I want to ask you. Looks like there's a resource nearby. Man, this hospital. I'm more afraid of ghosts showing up than others.
Do you believe in ghosts? Have you ever seen one?
No, I haven't. But if they do exist, they'd be here.
Oh, if I see a ghost, I'll let you know. We can't go further.
Do you need help?
Do we look for a different route then? That or break our way through here?
I don't think we need to resort to that. We should be able to get by using that power.
Keep this up!
This is pretty rare.
Let's do that.
Looks like the enemy dropped something rare.
All right. Keep it up.
Yuito, my power may be helpful. If your body begins to burn with fire, it'll drain your health, so be careful. It sprayed something like oil. Don't get it on you.
Here we go!
Do you need help? I was too excited. I need your help.
I need to support the injured. Finish, Yuito!
Here.
That was impressive!
According to the records, the big attack on Locusho was 11 years ago. That was when the old OSF hospital was abandoned and the new facility moved to Suo. Yes, along with all of the patients and equipment. We trust the government announcement.
Keep going!
I hit the outer shell. I think I can break it if I focus my attacks.
I must try more. It's not over! Right in the middle! We did it!
Successfully breached shell. Attack now!
I'm not tired at all. What? Nagi is gone.
What's up, Tsugumi?
I'm sorry. It looked like Nagi was here.
Let's keep looking. Looks like the enemy dropped something rare.
We did it! All right! Another one!
That's a weak spot. Yeah.
No chance! I can hit it! Like this! Hit it! It's not over! Right in the middle! Here I go! Let's keep this up!
This doesn't make sense. Why would there be others inside?
The biggest reason others are here is for food. They want our brains.
It doesn't look like there are many humans for them to feast on.
Have you heard anything about this place from your uncle?
No, not really. And I only really see him at New Year's, so... There he is! Nagi!
Nagi! Nagi, wait! You're safe!
Yuito.
We were worried about you. Your name was on the missing persons list. Plus, I wanted to ask you about what happened.
I'm sorry.
Nagi, what made you do that to us?
How should I know?
Huh?
It feels like my brain just suddenly froze. And my head is all messed up. It won't stop spinning.
How could that be?
Leave! You can't stay here!
What? What's gotten into...
If you stay here, you'll be rehabilitated just like me!
So that's what's going on.
The rumors were true.
Rehabilitation? Nagi? What's that? An alarm? Others?
They must have been watching us. I'll take care of this. Get out of here!
No, I'll fight too!
I said no! There's no telling when I might snap and try to kill you guys again. Just like with Captain Seto. I can't let that happen. I'm begging you, get out of here!
Then at least come with us.
I can't. I just told you I could snap and turn on you any second. I'll find my own way out. You guys, go on ahead. They're gonna rehabilitate you if they catch you. Or worse, they'll skip that and turn you into an other.
What are you talking about? But that's...
Yuito, I'm sorry.
Luca, why?
You were panicking. It was best to do what Nagi said and leave the hospital immediately.
But don't you care that they might be turning people into others?
We can talk later. We need to regroup. This is the only place I could secure as a safe teleporting zone. We have no choice but to go on foot from here. They must already realize that we know too much. It would be best for us to run. I know this isn't what you want, Yuito. Normally, we would be following your orders since you're the leader. But this place is far more dangerous than we imagined. Please allow me to do what I can to prioritize our escape.
Okay,